Hi and welcome to Move. My name's Lisa and today we're just going to be working through a lovely stretch just to help you relax your muscles, develop some flexibility, and it's stretching for everyone. So wherever you're at, you'll be able to join in. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start seated today. We'll probably spend most of our time down here on the mat or on the ground, wherever you are. I'm pretty comfortable just sitting like this, but a lot of people have tight hips. So if you've got tight hips, grab your towel or roll up your mat and sit it underneath your bottom and get your hips a little bit higher, and that'll actually make it a bit more comfortable for you. So if you need to do that, just do that now. Get your hips a little bit higher and sit comfortably down here. And again, just on another note, if you've got knee problems and you need to straighten out one leg or even straighten out both legs, that's fine too. Okay, so get as comfortable as you can. Might be like this, it might be like this, okay? Let's just take a minute just to take a few deep breaths, just to relax, to slow down. And you want to just turn your attention inwards because, most of the time our focus is outwards. We have an external focus because we have so much to do. So with stretching, you want to turn the energy around, turn your attention inwards and just start to notice your breath, and this will have an effect on your nervous system and just start to relax the muscles already. So take one more full deep breath in and a full exhale, and just feel your body starting to relax. You can breathe in and out of your nose, or sometimes it's nice to have a full open mouth exhale. So take your left hand out to the side and then just simply reach your right arm up. I want you to open up your chest toward the ceiling. Let this bottom shoulder drop down and just feel your chest opening. I'm still going to draw gently into the belly here. And then you can stay here. You should feel a stretch already in the chest. Okay, you can take it back a little bit further, or you can come with me and just start to stretch. We move from the chest and start to stretch through the side body here. Now, I'm going to avoid this and I'm going to keep lifting my chest up toward the ceiling and then extend the fingers across this way. Okay, my neck is pretty comfortable here, but if it feels sore for you, just find a place that your neck feels comfortable. It doesn't matter to me where your neck is, just as long as it's not hurting. So breathe deeply here. Big full deep breath in and out, and then extend the fingers across. As you extend these fingers across in this direction, get your mind moving your hip down in the opposite direction. So you've got this going down, this going across, and that is what actually creates the stretch. So beautiful side body stretch. One more full deep breath here. And an exhale. Draw the belly in and then lift yourself up. Both arms come up. As you reach up through your fingertips, imagine your tailbone is grounding down to the earth. So again, we get opposites here to create a stretch through the spine, grounding down and lifting up. Big inhale, comfortable place for your neck, wherever that is. And then let's just come across to the other side. So soft through the bottom shoulder, open up the chest first. Just find a place. It can be different for everybody. For you it might be here you can feel this stretch. Someone else might have to go back here, or you might have to play around with the angle. So give yourself permission to move around a little bit in your stretches until you feel that sweet spot for you. Okay, so these muscle fibers along here just starting to stretch. We can get quite tight through these muscles because we spend a lot of time like this generally in life. All right, another full deep breath in. Stay here if it feels good for you, or reach across, remembering to keep the chest lifted, relaxing that bottom shoulder, stretching the fingertips out to the side, and then in your mind, it travels down to your hip and sends the energy from the waist down in the opposite direction. Feel that lengthening through the side body. Another place where we can get very tight. Breathe. Soften the muscles in the face, soften the muscles in the neck. Remember, it's okay to move your head if you need to. Big inhale, lifting up, reach the arms up, press the tailbone down, lengthen the spine. Find space between your ears and your shoulders so you're not like this. Pull the shoulders down, lift the fingertips up. Good. On your next exhale, hands come down behind your back. Find a comfortable spot behind your back. It can be on your fingertips or your hands down. And then you're going to pull the shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and open the chest. Again, you want to carry your neck. Someone might feel good here. Someone might prefer to be down here. And sometimes it's nice just to even move your neck around in that stretch here. Because essentially what we're stretching is across the chest and the shoulder joint as we squeeze our shoulder blades together. Good. Big full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. Let's feel yourself opening up. Okay, just release and roll the shoulders here. Now, I'm going to just switch my legs over. For you, if you're feeling uncomfortable, remember you've always got the option to take the legs out or take one out and then the other. Can't remember which leg I had in front. Okay, so here, I'm going to roll the shoulders back, pull the belly in, and then I'm just going to start to edge forward. So this is going to be very different depending upon what level you're at. So we're just going to start to just move into the hips here. Okay, so if this is enough for you, stay here and breathe. If you can go further, just start to edge forward. Okay, what I hear a lot in stretching is people think that they're not good at it. I can't do it, I'm hopeless, I'm not flexible, my muscles are too tight. And it's never about being perfect. There's no right. There's no perfect. It's about finding a place that feels comfortable and then breathing until it feels better. So whether you're staying here or whether you're right down here, you just want to be comfortable. So wherever you are, close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. And see if you can turn your attention into the breath, just softening the breath. Eyes stay closed, breath stays soft. And you don't want to take yourself to a place where you're forcing. If you feel like you're forcing and really fighting with the muscles, then just back off a little bit. Find a place that feels good. And then breathe until it feels better. We're going to take 2 more full deep breaths here. Try an open mouth exhale. And 1 more full deep breath in. And then an open mouth exhale. And then just gently roll up. And probably for the most of you, you probably want to get out of this position. So let's come over onto the hands and knees. And again, if you've got sore knees, you can put towels underneath your knees, or you can even take your mat if you've got a mat. And if you roll it, that's going to give you a little bit of extra padding. So once again, I invite you to get as comfortable as you can. Okay, and worst case scenario, if you don't want to be on your knees at all, you can stand and do this standing. All right, but I'm going to come down to the knees. I've got my hands just underneath my shoulders, about hip width apart with the knees. Spread your fingers wide. Now draw your belly in. You're going to curl the pelvis under. Tuck the chin into the chest and round the back. I want you to press the mat away as if you were pushing your hands forward. Draw the belly in as if you were pushing your belly muscles up against your mat, up against your back. And feel either side of your spine, the muscles stretching. Tuck the chin gently in, lengthening the neck. Let's reverse that. Lift the head, lift the tailbone, draw the shoulders down the back. Feel those muscles in your back moving down toward your waist, and then return to where you came from. So you can do this a few different ways. You could do one inhale takes you up and one exhale takes you under. Or you could spend a few breaths here and then a few breaths in the other one. So I'm actually going to give this to you now just at your own breath rate, whatever feels good for you in this cat stretch we call it. You might have seen cats do this stretch. Animals are amazing. Cats and dogs, when they wake up, they just immediately go into a stretch naturally, and they're quite good for inspiration. So take a few more breaths there, just feeling the muscles in your body stretching out. Check in and make sure that you can hear the sound of your breath. And then we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to move my attention to the rib cage, and I'm going to imagine that I've got a hula hoop around the rib cage, and I want to move my body around the inside of that hula hoop. So come with me on that similar movement, but we're going around side to side. It's beautiful for the thoracic area. So just close your eyes and see if you can feel it. You can't get it wrong. Just close your eyes. Feel the muscles starting to relax. And then when it feels good, just change directions there. Closing your eyes. Breathing your breath. Keep doing that, and then just watch me as I start to change here. I'm going to move my hips forward and then back. Okay, so they're all similar movements, but they just target slightly different areas of the body. So join me on this when you're ready, if it feels good for you, or you can stay with any of the others. Okay, so just feel your hips starting to loosen up. There's no stress on the hands, there's no stress on the knees. And then when it feels right for you, you can just naturally change directions there. If it feels good with your eyes closed, check in on your breath. You can actually feel your hips start to lubricate here. Okay, take one more breath, and then we're just going to lie down on our bellies here. Okay, so get as comfortable as you can there. And bring your arms out to the front here. So I've got my legs just a little bit apart, toes facing back behind me. And then the elbows just come off the shoulders here. I want you to lift your chest, pull your shoulders back, and you're going to just lengthen your neck here, so you don't need to strain it either way, up or down. And I want you to imagine those muscles in your upper back, and as if you were pulling them down to your waist. Okay, forearms are flat here. Now tuck your tailbone slightly under, draw the belly in, and then imagine that you're, as you press down with your arms, that you're pulling your elbows towards you, but they actually don't move. Okay, feel the muscles in the back moving down toward the waist. And this is a great exercise for if you spend a lot of time behind your desk, because you think about the movement, your posture when you're sitting behind a desk, and this is the opposite of that. So it's really opening up the chest and working in that thoracic area. So you might like to close your eyes. Breathe the breath, lengthen the neck, and try and, rather than thinking about other things, try and stay focused and feel the muscles. Breathe into the muscles and let them relax. Let's take another 2 deep breaths here. Ignite those muscles in the back. When you've exhaled that second breath, we're going to come back to the hands and knees, and then take the knees out wide, and let's just sit the weight right back in what we call a child's pose. So sit your bottom right back to your heels, if you can, and then stretch your arms out to the front. Okay, just walk your fingers out and then let your head rest on the floor. Now, if that's no good for you and you can't get there, If you've got your bottom a little bit higher, that's okay. Just drop the head down and sit your weight back as much as you can. We've all got different shapes and sizes and limitations, so just do whatever you can do. Don't force it. Find a place that feels good and breathe until it feels better. Another option that's nice if you're struggling a little bit is just to take your fists with your hands and just rest your head on your hands. One more breath here. This is lovely to stretch out the spine, the hips. Okay, next breath, let's come back up to your bottom and just sit, not cross-legged, but just put your the bottom of your heels together. If you need to get back up on your towel, you can do that too. And just take your hands on your ankles here, and you want to open up your feet like a book. Spine is long. Try and avoid hunching over through the spine. Okay, just move your knees gently down toward the ground. Draw the belly in, pelvic floor pulls up. So the spine is long, chest is open, neck is long, shoulders are relaxed. And just breathe. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. One more full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. Good, and release. Take the legs out wide. So we're just staying with the hips here. Flex your toes and move them towards you. Okay, already you should feel a bit of a stretch in the inner thigh. And just, you can do a few different things here. This might be enough for you to stay here. If you want to, you can edge forward here and increase that sensation through the inner thigh and the hips. Okay, so you can obviously keep going with that. Okay, if it feels better for you, you can put your hands behind your back. So stretching is really personal, and there's so many different modifications that you can do rather than thinking I'm too tight and I can't stretch. If you're offered something and it doesn't feel right for you, just see if you can just back off and just find a gentle modification so that you do feel comfortable. All right, let's bring those legs back together. Let's take a big stretch up with the arms. Behind the back, open the chest again. Hands on the knees, and take a full deep breath in and out. And I hope you feel better, and I hope to see you in some more stretches with Move. My name's Lisa. I'll see you another time. Thank you.